One of the rights I'm declaring as a disability constitution, well, I haven't written it yet, but I'm working on it because I have family visiting, is a right to pain management. If you live in the U.S., you're probably going, oh, yes, girl, yes. Iowa, there's unlimited fentanyl and opioids that you can get all you like, including meth. I live next to the meth capital of the world. I mean, I at least suspect the U.S., but they say the world. If I want to go spend $15, I can obliterate myself. But I prefer to make sure, my meds aren't tainted with something because I don't want to off myself yet. I got a revolution to run here. And Iowa, just in compliance with the federal government, they're making it so every patient, doesn't matter if you're disabled, chronically ill, whatever, whomever you are, they want you to do a FaceTime or in-person visit. You got to have face-to-face. They told me this. It has to be face-to-face to prove you're not addicted to opioids to get your opioids. I have been on all my medicines for the most part since 2011 or 12, and a lot of them go back to 2009. The opioids of Tramadol is 2012, and the muscle relaxers, methocarbamol, is probably 2020, I'd say. In fact, my rheumatologist clinic at the University of Iowa just plain won't prescribe that, even if I went off Tramadol. They called me in 2020, not my doctors, not nurses, the administrative assholes who make $100,000 a year and don't really give a shit, because they can get any care they want, okay? They're white and rich, honey. They're like, would you go off your muscle relaxer there and your Tramadol? We really want to get everyone off opioids. I was like, girl, you give me Vicodin, okay. And that shut them right the fuck up. I do not play around. I have been like this the whole time I've been disabled because I'm not going to be goddamn meek, okay? They owe us human civil rights. The civil rights part of the government does not give one flying shit about us unless, like, somebody out and out is able to prove you were declined a job for being disabled. Which, good luck with that, especially if you're blue-collared. And now, the stupid clinic, University of Iowa, we decide to separate the opioids from your rheumatology clinic. From a goddamn rheumatology clinic? Are you kidding me? You're not going there because you're a well person. You're going there because you need hardcore drugs and management. Now, look, I'm not going to claim opioid deaths don't exist, but they exist because there is not universal health care in the United States. They started and really flourished once people could not get any health care. Even with Obamacare, it's really limited in red states still. And so, okay, you're in pain. You got a wisdom tooth that you can't you can't do anything about it, but it's impacted. It hurts. You get some opioids. And then suddenly that becomes more and more of a thing. Because if you got it on the download the first time because you're in pain, you probably know where to go after that. There's a reason that's a flourishing part of the underworld of the United States. And it has been for many, many years. People don't take those drugs just because they're fun. People take them because a lot of them dull pain, and a lot of them are used in hospital settings like cocaine and opium, which you used to be able to get over the counter. That's probably for the better. You can't. I'm going to agree. But, I mean, these pills are already so heavily regulated, it's ridiculous. Like, they won't give me more. They won't really tell me the correct limit. I found out the hard way. One time I was in so much pain, I took 6 of those. And I started probably lightly ODing, but I came out of it. It was okay. So I never take more than 4 now. 3 is the usual, which I am prescribed. And the methocarbamol I take 4 times a day. That's what I'm prescribed. And then, weirdly, Lyrica's in this group. Because in America, drugs are on a class system. And these guys are all what weed is in now, like class 1. Like, oh, there's a low chance you're going to be addicted, but you might be addicted, so fuck you. Yes. I ain't got no time for this, girl. I literally have forgotten appointments I put in my phone because I am so tired. These drugs help me maintain a level of pain I can get through the day with, kind of. Of course, there's always flares and stuff. But I'll tell you what, the medical establishment has never once helped me get through a flare or a really bad time. They've denied me surgery on my neck constantly. That's the biggest source of my pain. They made me have the ablation with barely any pain meds, which apparently is not common. And they literally just are like, oh, do some exercises. Yeah, I love doing exercises when I'm in blazing pain. I told them with this, I said, okay, you stick 5 swords in your back and you twist on the hour, and then I'll listen to you about taking opioids. I mean, I've been on them for 12 goddamn years. They can trace this. They have the whole medical history right there. In fact, I've been on them for 10 years in the system. Now, there were a few years I was in California and Utah, but I mean, they could trace that. It went back that far, and they could get the records from California. But it's just like, oh, you might OD. I said, if I want to OD, I'll fucking OD when I want to. I'm not at that point yet. You don't get to tell me when I'll OD. If I've been on these goddamn pills 12 years, I think I know how to manage them, and I'm clearly not an addict. You test my blood all the time. Well, less than they want, but more than I want. And you can see I'm not taking crazy amounts. So, there's people who have addictive behavior. I totally could see, like, if you see the signs of that, maybe limiting them. But when they make these regulations, they don't think about disabled and chronically ill people at all. And it's already hell. Shit like Vicodin could make my life so good. I could be so happy, at least for a while, till it gets used to it. But no. And shit, I was given Vicodin freely when my cyst was bursting and twisting my fallopian tube. And that was 2008 when they were just passing them out like candy. I think there's quite a difference. If you're somebody who's not on medicine and you go because your fallopian tube's making you bleed internally, you should probably, do surgery on that person. They refused because I didn't have insurance. California, but it was 2008. So Obama just got in. This country's so fucking stupid. I've truly had enough of it. Oh God, I have so many complaints. You don't even know. I got so many complaints. And it's like, they just don't think about us. I think there's a hell of a difference of giving someone like, I don't know, like my grandparents who are on very mild meds, no painkillers, a handful of tramadol, and giving me, somebody with proven chronic pain, you got MRIs and shit, some tramadol, which I've proven in 12 years I'm not going to OD on. We deserve a right to our medicine without jumping through hoops. This is going to be a big part of the March on Washington. Check out the link, sign up for the mailing list, and I will be adding, I hate doing it, but a Facebook group, because I know we got to kind of gather, I know Facebook, but I can't think of anywhere better.